Hey friends, welcome to the 5th episode of Little Green Gem. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found my videos, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Megan. Let's get into it. Today, I'm going to be talking about my Mississippi plant swap haul. I've been telling y'all that I was going to do it, and here it is. So if you like plants, then you're in the right place. I don't know what that was. As some of you know, I do live in Louisiana, but I live very close to the Mississippi border. So I'm in Louisiana and Mississippi plant pages. So it's really exciting to be able to see what's going on in both states. And I can kind of travel here and travel there and get the best of both worlds. So on the page, the swap was in June, and it was for the Mississippi Gulf Coast area. And people were posting what they wanted and what they had prior to the swap. So you can bring things to the swap, or you can pre-arrange, or you can do both. And honestly, this was the first swap that I've done, a big one like that, where everybody kind of comes together and you get to see what everybody has. I've done little things with friends where you say, you know, I have this Scindapsus, do you have a cutting of that Hoya, and things like that. So I did go ahead and I posted what I had and what I was in search of, and lo and behold, I got several people messaging me saying, oh, I have this, I would love what you have on here. And so I pre-arranged a lot of swaps, and then I did some swaps at the actual show. So it was a lot of fun. I will show you what I got, because I know it looks very, you know, you can't really see what's going on here. And I did do a little change of scenery here. I figured we would do a little cozy corner video today. I've got some shelves, and then behind me I have the rehab guys that it looks like you can't see. But anyway, they're back there. They're with us today. All right, we will just start somewhere. Oh, I did kind of clear out my inventory at this swap. I had a lot of cuttings that were either rooted or not rooted if I had plants that needed to be pruned back. And I also brought mother plants that I either had some rooted cuttings or just didn't have room for them anymore, or maybe they just weren't bringing me joy. You know, I loved them for a time, and you know, now it's time for them to go and be loved by somebody else. So that was really exciting to kind of clear some space for some new things. So this is the first one. It is a Spirit of Sancti. Now, I am not a huge fan of philodendrons. I have a couple of the heartleaf ones, and that's it, besides this one. But I love strappy anthuriums, and so I saw this, my cousin wanted it, and I said, well, I'll trade this, and then when it gets big enough, I can give her some of it. Well, she went ahead and bought her own before I could do that, so now I have it. But it's really fun, and hopefully it'll be hardy, and I can keep it alive, because it's super cool, and I've seen pictures of big ones, and they're really nice. This one, oh, this is also a philodendron. I know I was like, I don't like philodendrons, but I don't really like the climbing ones. I don't like the self-heading ones, although some of them are beautiful. They are very thin-leafed, and I just don't water enough for that. I guess I could put them in semi-hydro, but if I can love something more in that place, then that's what I'm going to do. But I've seen videos on this Philodendron rugosum in other people's collections, and I thought that it just looked so cool. And I was not wrong. It is thicker leaves. They're actually really thick and almost waxy. You know, they're not as thick as some Hoyas, but they are thick as others, because Hoyas are all different. But anyway, it came to me 2-leaf cutting. It needs to be rooted, and it's got a growth point coming in. It's not rooted. It looks like it might have a little one coming in, but we'll get there. Another thing that I don't typically like to have in my collection, but this one just seemed really interesting, and it seemed like it was thicker leaf, the Syngonium. This is the Syngonium chiapense, or chiapense as I have heard it from other creators. Now this one again thicker leaves, and it just has a different texture, more anthurium-like, honestly. And I guess, I don't even know where I put the rose. Oh, over here on the table. It is a little bit thicker than most anthuriums. Now this one came to me, she gave me a really big cutting and it was so nice. I really only ever expect like a node or two maybe, but she gave me 4 or 5, maybe 6 nodes. And I did have to go to work right after the trade, so these were in my vehicle for a couple hours in the afternoon and at night. But it wasn't a super hot day in early June, so I wasn't super worried about it, and everything was at least in water if it wasn't in moss or perlite or something like that. But this one definitely kind of took a beating from the heat. So I cut it up and I put it in perlite in my cash cup propping situation, which you will have seen in the last video, propping, potting, and trellising. And it's just growing so well. I cut off the leaves that were yellowing and it's starting to have some growth points in the wet sticks. So I'm super excited about that one, to see it grow really big, to grow really big and pretty. Now this was something that I didn't prearrange, but it was so cool when I got to the swap. It's a peperomia teardrop. Somebody had this and I had some pots and different things that she wanted, and I said, I love peperomias, so let me give this one a try. It is thicker leaves, like some peperomias can be thinner, but this one is thicker leaves like an obtusifolia, which I have a huge obtusifolia and I love him so much. So I'm gonna give that a try. Who is next? I have wanted a Cebu blue for so long. Cebu or Cebu. Please let me know in the comments, how do you pronounce C-E-B-U? This is a pothos, and I don't really keep a lot of pothos either. I just have this one and a mandula right now. I think that's all I have. Yeah. But it's so cool, just the long kind of bluish silver leaves when it's more mature. This one's very green right now, but it was struggling a little bit. I got cuttings from 2 different people, so I should have a really full plant in no time. It's rooting in water with prop drops, and it actually has some pretty good roots. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. Now, it wasn't all plants. People did bring all different sorts of things. I have a keychain. I was trying to see if it was on my cork board right there, but I think I actually put it on one of the sets of keys. It was so cute. It's little green. It's like crochet. I could be wrong what the actual term is. They have the little plastic grid and put the yarn through it. It was a little purple flower. So cute little keychain. There was a lady that did baked goods. She had brownies and butter pecan pound cake, I believe it was. So good. And then there was a girl that set up a prearranged swap with me, and she did double chocolate muffins, and those were so good as well. Oh, and I forgot another one. This lady had yard eggs, and I'm so excited. Hope I don't drop them. I love yard eggs. We love yard eggs at our house. My best friend sometimes gives us eggs. My roommate's friends sometimes give us eggs, or he does AC and heating, so sometimes his customers will give him some yard eggs, and we just love them at my house. So I got that. And then also on the note of things that weren't actually plants, since we're going over it, I feel like I missed one. If I did, I'll insert it. This lady was doing steaks. So she was doing these like jeweled steaks. I got this curly purple one. So pretty. On this No ID Hoya. I think it might be a Gracilis, or also known as Memoria, but I won't know until it blooms. And then I also got this blue one, which he's supposed to stand straight up, but my cabinet shelves were too short, so I just bent it a little bit so it'll fit. But he's on this shitty watermelon. It is struggling a little bit, but not enough to be in the struggle bus video. I might try to take some cuttings, reroot them, and put them either on a little tiny moss pole situation or put them on a plank or something. I think that they might prefer to climb as opposed to trail because they just aren't sizing up really. But it grows, so we let it be. Now, I did get this Euphorbia lactigos that I'm super excited about. I've seen other ones that are huge and they branch out and they're just gorgeous. Most of these were traded for something. Some people were like, just take it, but most of them were traded. This agave, he also was not on my list of things I was looking for, but he's super cute. Got him. He grows really big. This is an alocasia unknown. Well, unknown to me. If you have an idea of what it is, it was swapped without the label. The girl that I got it from, she had swapped it with somebody else who brought it, and there wasn't a tag, but the swapper told her what it was, but she couldn't remember what it was. So she swapped it to me for one of my Hoyas. So if you think you know what this is, let me know. On the alocasia front, dragon scale. I do have a silver dragon, so I was excited to get this one. I really like the jewel alocasias. I like how they have those like pillowy, fluffy kind of leaves that are super textured. I have a mellow as well, so that'll be really cool with those. I'm trying to figure out where to put them because this is just a small table. No more alocasias, so we're into the Hoyas now. Hoyas are my absolute #1 favorite, so I had a lot of Hoyas on my wish list, and I got a lot of Hoyas, which is so exciting and so kind of everyone to really share what they have. You know, I shared my collection, they shared theirs, and we can just all expand. It's so exciting. So these specifically, the one in the front is a gigas, and they get huge, gorgeous blooms. Huge. And the leaves are a little fuzzy. They're actually a good bit fuzzy. I didn't realize that. That's so fun. And then the one in the back, this one is a Hoya chicken farm. I believe it's a cross between two plants. I'll put it on the screen. I'll have to research that. Then I wanted a numeroloides. They're so cool. Fuzzy as well. And this swapper actually gifted me a silver numeroloides as well. So that was so sweet. Not only did she give me a couple of cuttings of the numeroloides, several nodes of each, she also gave me the silver. So I'm super excited to see these grow and bloom. Now most of these, since they were one leaf or one node, I did go ahead and put them in the same cup because like I don't have unlimited space. So we're just trying to make some more space right now until they need their own cups. These two, this is the Evie. It's the 2 leaves here. I love it. It just looked really cool. So I grabbed it. She was giving these away for free and I was really excited. I grabbed the Caudata Gold first because her table did say, please just one, which is, you know, respectful. You want to be able to share with as many people as you can. Well, when she was packing up, I'm like, hey, this one looks super cool. And she was like, please take it. Please take it. Do you see anything? Please take it. So I got both of those. And that was actually the same swapper that I got these numeroloides from. I also got the gigas and the chicken farm from her. So everybody was super generous. It was just like so overwhelmingly nice. Then these guys, so this is 4 cups, 2 in each. I got these all from the same swapper as well. So this was super cool. She just kept saying, oh look, I have this one. Do you want a cutting of that too? Do you want a cutting of that too? And I was like, yes, please, thank you. What can I give to you? So I just kept going through my stuff and I was like, I have these nursery pots. I have this mulch. I have this fertilizer, whatever. You know, do you want this? Do you want that? So that was a really fun swap. I got this oh my goodness, Ganungaring. I can usually say that. Sunstress is really dark and so pretty. And then this one I will need for that. The one with the 2 leaves is Verticillata Nanjuk. If I said that incorrectly, please let me know. Big leaf is a RHM 1401. It's one of Rick's Hoyas. I love big leaves, especially with textures like that. Just so nice. And then she also threw in this one. The little one is Ophelia Clement, RHM 2552. I'm not usually a huge fan of small leaves, but she was like, it's one of my favorites. I was like, oh, well then if you love it, then yeah, I'll give it a go. You know, I might love it too. So especially sometimes once they start growing and they are vining and you can wrap them around a trellis, it just like something clicks in my head and I'm like, I do like that plant now. All right, so we've got these 2. This one is, I'm gonna butcher this name, the Hoya Desciantha Splash. And then this is a Verticillata, I'm dropping water, Verticillata Heartleaf No ID, and it is actually giving 2 growth points. If you can see those guys in there, and I'm super excited about that. I sent a picture to the swapper today and I was like, look, they're growing. The ring stand is also growing, but the growth point's a little bit smaller. It's not as easy to see, and probably not on camera either. So that does bring me to this one. A ring stand and a Wilbur Graves. The ring stand is on this side and the Wilbur Graves is over here, and it's really not picking up as splashy as it is on the camera. So if I can put some pictures in, I will. And I think that's all of it. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm pretty sure that's everything. It was not all of it. I also got this Hoya latifolia. She said it was a Sarawak, but it doesn't look anything like my Sarawak, and it's probably also not a dinner plate. It's probably just some form of Sarawak, but she's got a tendril. It's non-plants. It was just so much fun to see how many people were there and how many people were just so kindly sharing their collections, like I said. So even if they were just doing the same thing I was and they were clearing out some space for new things, it's just really nice to share with people who have the same hobbies and the same joy, and you know your plants are going to a good home, whether they make it or not. You know, it's always a learning experience. Everybody's always learning something new. So I was just really enjoying that, and I look forward to going to the one in fall. I don't know exactly which month it's going to be, but I will definitely bring you along maybe, or for sure have a haul video. But that is going to be it for today. So thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know, did you like the change up? Did you not like the change up? What's your favorite plant out of this haul? What is your favorite haul experience? Well, swap experience, not really a haul, but it is a haul, I guess. But anyway, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video from me. I've got plenty more coming. Specifically, the next one that I'm working on right now is going to be, I don't remember. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.